My next guest is a celebrity chef, best-selling cookbook author, TV host, best known from numerous Food Network and cooking channel shows over the last 10 years. He is the host of the New Soul Kitchen on CLEO TV and the co-host for The Best Thing I Ever Ate on Cooking Channel, one of my favorite shows. We're going to start off talking about that. Best Thing I Ever Ate. You know, everybody knows I am a foodie nut. And food, in fact, I went to this new Brazilian restaurant in Atlanta, Georgia last night, Fogo de Chao, usually where I go. Got a new one, and I went to it last night. Got off the plane, went there and ate. Chop, 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 chop. Got it done. He's an entrepreneur with products on the shelves at Whole Food stores. Please welcome to Money Making Conversation, my man, Chef Jernard Wells.
Hello, how you doing?
Hey, Chef, I love talking to Chef because basically we talk a lot. He called me for a little advice here, and then he don't listen to my advice, but he called me. He called me.
You'll be amazed. I do listen to your advice.
Because see, he has this little quality. He has that what if. See, he listens to advice, but he's also listening to that what if, the possibilities. And I'm straight. Don't do it. But Rushion, what if? After that, I can't talk to you no more. You operating off what if. But he my man, so he come to me all the time. I respect that. But he know that I'm going to give him an answer that allows him to think about the process. And that's why our relationship works. Because I don't want you to be, what Rushion says is the truth. Rushion is just giving you information that's based on truth. But then again, you have to make a decision based on what you feel you can achieve. Sometimes you got to walk out there. If you walk out there and it's successful, then guess what? Rushion gave me a thought process that made me think a little bit different on how I should approach this. And that's why our relationship get along. When you listen to my show, I'm just giving you nuggets, because you walk a different path. You get up on a different side of the bed, and it's a different time zone. You may be listening to this show. So what I'm saying may work differently if you approach it differently. So that's why Chef and I get along.
Yep, and I have to admit, the information and knowledge that you continue to instill in me, it is so valuable. And what it does is it allows me to truly step back. And if I do step, as they say, how can you learn how to walk on water? By getting out of the boat. Right. But what your knowledge does is it helps me on how to approach a situation and how to handle it. Mm-hmm. What you do is you help me put my guards up when I'm walking into a place. That's where normally if I'm walking in defenseless and don't know what to expect, you're that voice of reasoning that helps me see things and know how to operate in different perspectives, and which is very key and beneficial in doing any kind of business, because a lot of people walk into platforms of doing business, and they have no idea of what they're walking into. But when you have somebody like a Rushion McDonald in your corner to help you walk in with your eyes wide open instead of wide shut, it helps you on how to better handle people, how to navigate, and how to pretty much maneuver from all the twists and turns. Everybody don't have a Rushion McDonald cheat code like I do. Absolutely. But I'm truly thankful to have you in my life.
Now, let's talk about this food because, he was talking to me about this different. Oh, first of all, it's a show called Best Thing I Ever Ate on the Cooking Channel. Tell them exactly what that is before we start talking about the different places that you went.
Man, the Best Things I Ever Ate comes on every Monday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. The show is about every person that's co-hosting the show. We go through our dialogue of everywhere that we've eaten around the country, some of the best food that resonates with us. And typically it may be themed around a thing. It may be something as simple as layers. Mm-hmm. When you hear layers, what do you think of? Do you think of the best layered lasagna, or do you think of the best layered red velvet cake, or the best layered biscuit? And based off of those things is how we go and pull from deep down inside some of the best restaurants that we've eaten at, and we highlight those restaurants, and we share with the world our experience. And then the other fun part about it is the chef in that restaurant actually opens his doors and allow the viewers to get a glimpse into the world of what it takes to prepare and create that dish. And then we break it down verbatim what it's like. And hopefully we encourage others to go out and and think about the best thing that they ever ate, or seek out the best thing that they've ever ate. Amazing show. I'm going into my actual third season with the show. I'm truly excited about that. Co-hosting along with some very esteemed chefs out there, from Wolfgang Puck, Martha Stewart, Jonathan Sawyer. It's so many of them, but it's truly an amazing journey, and it's
Chef,
it's about paying off.
Chef, let's talk about the food now. Martha Stewart, I got all that. Wolfgang Puck, I ate at his place the other day. Okay, let's talk about the food now. What place really, please speak in succulent terms when you talk about this food.
Yeah.
What place did you go for like a good sandwich or something, a good breakfast, or a good shrimp? Or talk to us now. Come on. You from Mississippi.
You know, one of the best breakfast spots, and I always talk about different regions, but if I have to talk about a great breakfast spot that's here in Atlanta, it would definitely be Atlanta Breakfast Club. If you hadn't experienced it, you definitely have to experience it. Those young brothers and sisters that's behind the forefront of creating their restaurant, the way they do with making their biscuits from scratch, and then they actually have a unique style of their pepper gravy that goes onto it. And then on top of that, they're taking a nice golden crisp chicken breast and laying it on the inside of that biscuit, the gravy, the chicken, and it just has that right amount of creaminess to the gravy. Perfect for any day of the week when we're talking about eating great breakfast.
That's what I'm talking about. He just said, he went right there talking about layering that food. So, do they do grits over there?
They do grits, and that's one of the things.
That's a prerequisite.
The grits are amazing and buttery, and that's what it's about. It's about having that right balance of butter and cream that goes along with those grits. And me, I'm a Southern boy. Periodically, I like to sprinkle a little sugar with my grits and black pepper and a little kosher salt. But these grits are so good, you don't even have to even add sugar to them.
Oh, you're a sugar adder.
Just black pepper, salt, and butter.
There you go. We're going to be back with my man because he got me rolling with the succulent talk. Oh, yes. My man, Chef Jernard Wells, good friend. I'm already on the page of the Atlanta Breakfast Club. I'm looking at this chicken with this egg and this bacon. Whoa, we'll be back with Money Making Conversation. Chef, don't go nowhere. I'm hungry. Hi, this is Rushion McDonald, and you're listening to Money Making Conversations. I'm talking to my man, celebrity chef, best-selling author. Okay, we got a couple of things that are coming up. First of all, I want to go to, another good friend of the family is his wife, Tina Wells. We talk a lot, and we do business, and she's also more, I see a lot of activity that you and her are doing together, Chef Jenard, and you have a part of the official host lineup for the Soul Food Sessions. Talk to us about that's November 1st through the 3rd at Blue Ridge Mountain. Talk about Chef Jenard and Tina Wells.
Oh, man, it's so much I can say. That Kina has been my life partner for over the past 20 years, and she's just been along the way. Now, granted, her career is human resources and getting the job done that way when it comes to recruiting and vetting out. But one of the things over the past 20 years, she has always managed to juggle her career to help build a strong legacy and foundation with us. And one of the things with the Mavericks Retreat, Nia B. Matthews and Eric Matthews, retired NFL player Eric Matthews, they teamed together and created these Soul Food Sessions. Nia is the founder of Soul Food Sessions. And they do these marriage retreats. And one of the things that me and Kina love doing is not only accepting when people sow into us, but we love sowing into others when it comes to building stronger relationships. Because it's no secret that we have a large family. We have a large family when it comes to kids, but building a business platform and sharing and helping others that are on that same pathway on how to juggle. And what we happen to do is take food. Food is that vehicle for us. We take food and we use that as a blueprint of showing you how something as simple as a salad can be equate to a relationship. And what I mean, a quick example is when I lay out a salad before you, I'm giving you your spring mix, your iceberg lettuce, your strawberries, your blueberries, your cucumbers. And what we do is we show you and we give an example of what each one of these could represent in your relationship when you're building your salad. Give you an example, spinach. That could represent the strength in your relationship. Your strawberries, they could represent the love in your relationship. The blueberries, they could represent the longevity in your relationship, because each one of these play a certain part. And what we show people, use the example, as you building out your salad while you're going through this line, what do you want your relationship to look like? Now, if you want your relationship to be walked down and weak, go on and get that iceberg lettuce. But we do fun, cool things like the interactive, and we've teamed up with Naya and Eric Matthews for the marriage retreat. And as a matter of fact, we've had such an amazing experience and response from it that the numbers grow. So, we've moved the location Blue Ridge to now we're going to be in Gatlinburg. So we're going up to Gatlinburg to the mountains to an even bigger place where we're going to be hosting this event at. We've already sold out, but we have a waiting list because the numbers are constantly growing, and they can go to soulfoodsessionswithnaya.com to actually get on their waiting list.
Okay, so if I go through, by how I eat can determine my relationship. So I go through there, when we go through and get a salad and I put some chocolate on that strawberry. That's you
ready to take it to the next level, bro. You looking for that you making sure you got that intimacy in that relationship.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Regardless of how new, how old relationship, that's what it's about.
That's
keeping
right.
the fire going.
You got a big event coming up in Chicago. Talk to us about that, September 24th through the 29th.
Chicago Gourmet, actually presented by Bon Appetit. A lot of people familiar with Bon Appetit magazine, but Bon Appetit, they have launched the Chicago Gourmet in conjunction with the Illinois Restaurants Association. A lot of people are familiar with Taste of Chicago and different things like that. Chicago Gourmet, an amazing food event that pairs a celebrity chef as well as wine points and spirits, and I'll be actually one of the headline chefs there that'll be doing a out-of-this-box cooking show. I'm actually doing a play on everything is about movies this year. For me, with Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, where it's going to be Butch Cassidy and the Wild Wing Kid this year, because I'm going to be doing a thing with whiskey-infused wings.
Wow, that's hot.
Yeah. Now, if you get free, I know you be jet setting everywhere. I would love for you to come hang with me.
Well, I'm going to just tell you right now, I'm going to go to the Atlanta Breakfast Club first before I go any place to eat that you recommend. Now, Chicago up there. But I just went on the website. There's an Atlanta Breakfast Club, and that chicken and bacon, I got to get that. And then my main man, my producers on the show, Sam, he's been there. He was talking about the peach cobbler, putting on top of the chicken and all that stuff.
Yes.
Woo! But I got a place up in Chicago called Batter and Berries, which is outstanding. They're amazing up there. So we got Labor Day. So everybody wants to eat right on Labor Day. Gumbo, barbecue, fried chicken. What do you recommend as a good family meal when the family gets together, during these Labor Day periods, the month of September, before you get into that chicken time frame, that turkey time frame in November? Talk to us, Chef. Get succulent again. Now, Chef, get succulent again. How you had me inspired, had me want to go find a knife and fork. Give me that stage again.
Yeah. Now, hey, when we kicking off Labor Day, you can't kick it off without having some form of a rib on the menu. And what I always suggest is a nice, great brown sugar and paprika rub rib that you put on the grill, or if you shortcut it, you can put it in the oven. As a matter of fact, we did with our cooking segments that we do together every Saturday, Rushion. We did an apple glaze baked rib that's perfect for the Labor Day holiday. Season it up, throw you some fresh Fiji or Granny Smith apples in there, wrap it in foil, bake it in the oven on 350 degrees, 45 minutes. You have perfect fall off the bone. But now, if you're not a pork lover and you want to go on that more lighter side for some chicken, I always suggest the Dr. Pepper smoked chicken. Take that whole fry, or you can take your thighs and legs, marinate them with some Dr. Pepper, sea salt, black pepper, throw you some fresh rosemary and thyme in there. Let it marinate for 24 hours. And when you get up early the next morning, throw your charcoals or your lump or your hickory wood on the grill and just let it smoke. That's how that Dr. Pepper that is set in all night starts to caramelize over the top of it. Gives it a nice, good, sweet flavor on the inside of it. That rosemary and thyme that is set in gives it a great earth tone flavor. And it also makes it maintains the juice and the moistness of it. So when you let that out, when you set that out on your table, you're good to go. But you already know you got to have them sides. And can't nobody have no sides without them turkey leg baked beans. And what I say is you take the turkey, them smoked turkey legs that you get when they're falling off the bone. You start off that base of making those baked beans, and you can do a good tomato base if you don't grab the baked beans out the can, but get you a nice good tomato base, do some molasses. That's the key. Molasses, tomato sauce. Then you fold in either your kidney beans or your pork beans, whichever ones you want in with it, with those smoked turkey legs. And let those baked beans just simmer. Now, see, you'll have some people hurting themselves when they come to your house. And we got that potato salad. Now, it's always a battle. Which one do you want? Do you want mustard base or do you want mayo base?
Mayo base.
Exactly. Me, hey, when it comes to that mayo base, I always like blending in a little sweet relish with it, smoked paprika in with it. And then what I do when I boil my eggs, take that center out and make it almost in the form of a deviled egg style when you blend it in. And then the key for your potatoes are Yukon Gold. See, a lot of people grab them russets. But see, you want them Yukon Gold potatoes because those Yukon Gold potatoes have a natural buttery flavor to them already. Just the way they're grown, they just taste amazing. So when you smash those up with those eggs, that mayo, you got a winner on your hands.
My man.
And now when it comes to dessert, I ain't even fixing dessert because I'm calling Rushion McDonald. He got to deliver me a couple of them no-bake.
My man. Hey, Chef, man, I appreciate you. I post everybody. If you want to find the chef, you can go to at Rushion McDonald every Saturday. He has a video that he uploads, his original videos of his craft. He's one of my favorite people. I enjoy having him on my show. He knows that anytime he needs me, I will promote his brand because, as you can see, the man knows his food. When I asked him to go succulent, he went beyond that. Everybody in the room went, that's my